Greetings and welcome to Pretty Little Pastimes. These are things that brought my ADHD brain joy in the recent times. So first, this is my little purse that I got, and it has a little stuffed animal on the side, and yes, it is next to a pepper spray. But this just brought me joy. And then this was me preparing for book club. So book club, I am in one and I attend book club once a month. So the theme this month was heated rivalry. So here are some of the things that people brought. We brought crafts to make bracelets and bookmarks, and there were stickers, and then there were themed snacks. So this was our snack table here of the goodies. This stuff was really good. But yes, we had themed snacks, and book club is something that I always look forward to. Do I always read or finish the book? No. And that was the case for me with Heated Rival. I did not finish the book. However, to participate in this book club, you don't have to have finished the book. It's kind of just good vibes and good times, which I appreciate. So it's something that I look forward to every single month. And it helps me engage with others and gives me something to do for the month. I'm like, oh, I can focus on this book or attempt to focus. So it gives me kind of a frame of reference for a pretty little pastime. Like, this is the book. And I made some bookmarks while I was there because that was one of the crafts for the book club. So you'll see me turn it into the decorated bookmark there. I did break it, but we're going to pretend we don't see that. I enjoy watching television or binge watching shows, and so this was Vladmir. That's one of my pretty little pastimes, is watching shows. While I was watching the show, I decided to try a latch hook kit, and I remember doing latch hook when I was little, so I thought, why not bring it back? Throwback Thursday. It wasn't a Thursday, most likely, or maybe it was, but I did enjoy it because it's not super thinky, like you just do the same motion over and over again. So we'll see how far I'm able to progress on that. And this is another clip of me watching the Vladmir show on Netflix while I was doing the latch hook craft. Now, I'm easily amused, so something that brought me dopamine was definitely fast food. So I was out running errands and then treated myself to Whataburger, and I enjoyed it. There was also a milkshake to be had, but small things like that bring me joy. I did some crafting, and that brought me dopamine. So Bling by number, I prefer the small ones like this because it's actually achievable for me. The very large versions of Bling by number overwhelm me, and I have not been able to complete them. So I stick to the small ones because the big ones are too overwhelming. And mac and cheese. I love cheese, period, but macaroni and cheese specifically. So eating some mac and cheese and binge watching Mormon Wives. I also started Pluribus, which enjoy that show. Music is always something, a pretty little pastime of mine, so you'll see that all throughout my channel. I enjoyed listening to the Harry Styles new album on cassette, and the cassette was so sparkly. I love it. But it was just a nice tactile way to interact with the music. I finally watched K-pop Demon Hunter, so that was dopamine inducing for sure. This next one was an outing with my boyfriend's mother. My boyfriend's mother and I get along extremely well. We both love the musical theater world, so we went out on the town and we saw a musical together, and this is us stopping at a bar before the musical, and that drink was so good. The musical that we saw was The Great Gatsby, and this gave me like a hyperfixation on it after the play, which I was familiar with the book. This was The Seven Dials, binge watching that on Netflix. and also getting some Greek food. This was the same weekend that my boyfriend's mother was in town, so full of dopamine and good vibes that weekend. Now we're getting back to simple things. What I've been loving lately for breakfast is just a bagel with some cream cheese. So it's a blueberry bagel and strawberry cream cheese. Nostril dopamine is always for me. So the sweet carrot cake from Bath and Body Works, I've had that underneath my warmer and it smells divine in my opinion. It's that savory sweet goodness. A random thing that brought me dopamine was this little rug here. So I switched out the rug in my bathroom when we had my boyfriend's mom come over, and I love it. I was hesitant to use it because I didn't want to get it dirty because it's so cute. But I had to tell myself it's time to use the thing. So I'm doing it. Now, another thing that brought me dopamine, which might sound odd, but it was cleaning and like being productive and doing laundry. So this is me preparing and getting laundry done. So it's washing the sheets after my boyfriend's mother left. So just catching up on some household chores. And I feel that I can be a messy person, but I have found that I'm able to clean up a little better since being medicated for ADHD. And I bring that up to try to break the stigma around medication. I am taking a non-stimulant, but I have found it to be helpful for me, especially with tasks like cleaning. It's not helping me to open that bottle, as you saw I was struggling with it, and these. So this is more nostril dopamine, the unstoppables that you put in with your laundry. I like to put them in with blankets and sheets and things like that because they smell nice. And nostril dopamine is easy dopamine for me, and it just can lift my entire mood if things smell good. So this is my we're gonna call it the Diva Den, and it needed some cleaning up, so I got to work on that, which was super exciting. But it did make me happy to get everything cleaned up. So it really is like a little couch, and it can fold out. And that's what my boyfriend's mom sleeps on when she comes over. So I pushed that back up. And then on top of it, I usually just lay a cozy blanket. And in this room, I keep my vinyl. So this is where I usually have listening parties with my vinyl, and also some board game times, some board game fun, which I should be showing some solo board gaming soon. I'm in the middle of filming like a Star Wars themed cozy adventures, and I will be playing a solo version of a board game. But I have that door behind the shot is a closet, and it's literally full of board games. So that's something that brings me dopamine and that I'm hoping to share on the channel coming up soon. And these things on the tabletop also represent things that bring me dopamine. So those are dog treats. My dog brings me joy and happiness, and that was a game that I just took off of the table. Once I got everything cleared, I wiped it down. In the background, you can see a Wuthering Heights graphic novel because that was a hyperfixation for me for a bit. Another thing that brought me joy was finally wearing the thing, this Cowboy Like Me sweatshirt. I finally wore it, and you'll see it in in one of my videos coming up, but wearing the things that I like and had been too scared to wear, I finally got them out of the closet and on my body. Going back to music again, Lana del Ray. I've been on a Lana kick ever since she released the White Hawk Tail Feather song, so I've been kind of hyper fixating on Lana del Ray albums, and I have the Chemtrails Over the Country Club on cassette, so I decided to pop that open, and I put it in my cassette player to go on a walk, and this was my little walking outfit. I have on a pink hoodie because pink brings me dopamine, but cassettes just make me happy. Like, they're very touchy friendly, and they're just quirky to me. I enjoyed that this had like a long pull out. I don't know the official name of this, but I enjoyed pulling out the extras for this cassette, and I liked that it was in black and white because that was cool. And cassette tapes just give me those tactile vibes with lower stakes than vinyl. So with vinyl, you have to be careful with it. You don't want to mess it up. And here we are on a walk. It was very windy, and getting outside and getting some movement, being in the sun with the dog, that definitely brought me joy. So it's the simple things sometimes that I find myself driven and brought to happiness by. So definitely need to get some more walks in with this fluffy guy. Now, I do like myself a sparkly sweet drink, so this is some Sweet Bitch Mango Moscato, and I poured myself a glass of this. They make it in different flavors, and I think I was originally drawn to this label because of the name, but I poured myself a glass of this, and then I was prepping to finish a book that I've been reading. If you watched my other dopamine diaries video, you probably saw the book Bride. So I had been reading this book for a while at the time of recording, and I was determined to finish it. So I put on like a cozy little backdrop on the TV and then snuggled on the couch to finish reading this book. And I found that the latter half of the book, I was definitely more into, like when the characters started to engage with each other and the heat was going. I liked that. Apparently, I like this sort of paranormal romance is what I learned. And Fluffy Juan decided to get in the frame here. When he's being good, I call him Fluffy Juan. When he's being ornery, I call him Paw Patine. So those were some Star Wars references. Again, I should be doing some Star Wars content, some Star Wars cozy content soon. But this is my support pencil. I usually read with a pencil so that sometimes I can follow the words. I don't always point at the words while I'm reading, but I like to have the emotional support pencil just in case. But just cozying up on the couch reading a library book definitely brought me joy, and I was happy to be able to make my way through this book and see the last final pages and chapter. And usually I don't read romance, and aside from the book club. So this was a book that I was reading outside of the book club that was more of a romantic leaning story. So I was proud of myself for being able to read this book, and I did finish it. So it is Bride by Ali Hazelwood, and I am actually super interested in reading the second book. I think that it is called Mate. So I was happy to make my way through the book. Reading is one of the pretty little pastimes. And then though some more pluribus here. I think the shot got mixed up. But these were some of my pretty little pastimes. I hope maybe they gave you some ideas of things that you can explore, or share with me in the comments what you do and what brings you joy and what pretty little pastimes you have. Until the next pretty little pastime. Bye.